Hey, what's up, YouTube? I just moved into my new place recently, so been kind of busy the last couple weeks. Haven't been able to make any videos or do much of anything other than moving and working every day. But anyways, moving in my furniture here and getting things set up. Still pretty far away from being done, but in the process, I got a chance to actually install and use a Christmas present that was given to me not this past Christmas, but the year before that. This was a gift from my mother. I've got the coolest mom in the world. She gives me a gun vault for Christmas. Anyways, finally got it installed. Alright, now this is the Velocityvault, excuse me, from Cannon. And before anybody goes on a rant in the comments about, it being weak or unsecure, you're absolutely right. That's not the point of this thing, or at least in my opinion, it's not. For umpteen years, I've always just kind of kept a gun laying by the bedstand, maybe in the closet and or both. And I'm sure most of you guys have done the same thing. Maybe not if you have kids, but I'm single and blah blah blah. Keep a gun tossed around wherever. That's just me. But this kind of allows you to keep a gun, preferably a loaded gun, handy to where you sleep or wherever you want it. Maybe under your desk or something at work. Who knows? But it's still somewhat secure. Nobody's just going to walk up and grab a loaded gun. They're at least going to have to work for it. There's just two little wood screws that hold this bracket on the side there. So a sledgehammer, maybe even a regular hammer. If you was really motivated, you might even be able to kick the thing off of there, depending on what it's mounted to. But anyhow, this plate here, you can see it's got holes in the top, so you can mount it to where it hangs for something, or you can mount it sideways, like I've got it there. Or you can mount it, both if you have a L shape, like under a desk maybe or something. That would be ideal, probably having it mounted both on the top and the side. But for my setup, I just got it run through the side. And the cool thing about it, if you can see them, these two little slots here. This bracket has two hooks. That the vault just kind of sits down into those hooks, and then those three holes below those two slots, that's where your screws go, that just screw and basically secure the vault to the bracket. So it's hanging from the hooks, and then you put those screws in just to keep it to where somebody can't lift it up, slide it off. And you can mount it to either side, and you can also mount it to the rear. All of these holes and slots are on the back as well. That's kind of cool. They give you quite a few mounting options there. And that's it. Punch in your code, and ta-da! Little LED lighting it up. Pretty handy. And of course, it's got the little key lock there, so if your battery goes dead or if you forget your passcode, you can bypass the digital lock. But it comes loaded here with not the gun, obviously, but it comes loaded with some styrofoam down in there, which I'm sure that would be really easy to remove if you wanted to put your own stuff down in there. I'm just leaving what came with it in there because it works. And no, it's just my little Ruger SR22 that I put in there just to show you guys, for demonstration purposes. This is not going to be the gun I grab if somebody comes into my house in the middle of the night. Although, if this was the first and only thing that I did grab, 10 CCI mini mags at close range, yeah, I wouldn't want to get shot with that. 22 or not. But anyways, so that's it. The Velocityvault by Cannon. It's a cool little safe, I think. Like I said, it's just more about securing your loaded handgun and keeping it away from kids or really anybody. It just keeps it out of anybody's hands. It makes them to where they definitely have to work for it, at least if if that's their goal. And show you inside here, if I can, without getting too crazy. Well, you can see that or not. There's your battery. And then you see there's two little buttons up there. One of them says learn, the other says mute. Okay, that's so you can teach it your passcode. And then the mute, obviously, is to take away that annoying beep, which I don't like the beep, so I'm going to hold that down. And now it's on mute, and that's the way that I want it. So punch in your password. Well, if I would look at what I'm doing instead of looking at the phone. Punch in your password there, and ta-da, you got your gun. And another cool thing about this little thing is, let me sit back up here so I can actually do this right. Say you're at work or, you know, away from the house or wherever you got this thing mounted. Say you go to work and you do got kids. And maybe you're curious if they've been playing with this while you're at work or away from the house. Okay, if they punch in the wrong passcode, you see it flashes that red light. Well, if they continue to do that, it will eventually lock them out. I forget how many tries it gives you, but after a few incorrect attempts, it locks you out. Not very long. It only locks it out for like 2 minutes, but it will continue doing that. So it will take them forever and a day if they're going to just try to sit there and figure out your password. And another cool little feature that they built into it, once you get home from work, you can just hold down the 2 and the 3 for a couple seconds and then watch that LED. If it flashes, or rather if it lights up red, then you know that somebody has entered the incorrect password at least once. So now we'll put in the right passcode and close it. Now we go to work the next day and we come home and you're wondering, hey, did my kids fool with this? Hold it down. And no, they did not. So it'll light up green, let you know that nobody has entered an incorrect password. That's just kind of a cool little feature they put into it. You know, again, is this going to keep somebody from securing your gun if they break in and you're not home? You know, if they see that and they want it bad enough, they're going to break that thing off of whatever you got it mounted to and take the whole thing and figure out how to open it later. So it's not really about securing as much as it is the convenience factor, I guess you could call it. So that's it. I thought it was really neat. I thought it was an excellent present. Love my mom to death. And she hit a home run with it. I think it's cost like $100. Knowing what I know now, had she not gotten me this for Christmas, I'd drop $100 on it all day long. And to be honest, I might even buy another one and tuck it somewhere else in the house. I think it's really cool. So that's that. And I'll show you one last thing. In case you're wondering, there's just a little rubber spring-loaded deal there. That's what the vault drops onto. That way you're not, you know, clanking metal and metal. And this actually probably sounds a little bit louder than what it truly is. That's because right now it's mounted to an empty piece of furniture that doesn't have hardly any weight. Once I get my bedroom suite actually set up and my bed mounted and bolted all together, and I put some clothes in the drawers and whatnot and add some weight to it, I think that'll dampen the sound a little bit. And I will also have this in my bedroom, so this will be on carpet instead of hardwood floor. My brother-in-law, he actually has this same vault, and his is a lot quieter than mine. So I'm assuming that's the reason why mine is a little bit loud sounding right now. But anyhow, that's the down and dirty on the Velocityvault by Cannon. I give it a big old thumbs up. I'd say it's worth $100 all day long. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are being safe and having fun. Peace.